Hello everyone, welcome back to the Divine Speaker. We're just gonna jump in. This is like right after I finished the last part and I want it fresh in my brain. Maybe it's better if I didn't have it fresh in my brain because I maybe I missed some stuff. I always catch it in editing and I'm just like, oh, I'm so dumb. But here we go. I want to see where this goes. Nox stared back at me, quietly watching my every move. We don't have any more questions to ask, so how do we keep him talking? If I even blink, will it be over? If I keep this up and he becomes distracted, then what? Do I run for the door? Will someone come for me? What if something happened to Fawn, Leos, and Sign? No one else knows I'm here. No, there's no use in doubting myself. I have to keep going. I have to survive. Again, he crept around the table towards me. Not fast enough to try to catch me, but fast enough to let me run. He's enjoying stalking me. Think about Caspian, think about the demons, think about the Muranos. Oh, let's go with Caspian. Maybe this my demon knows something.
Did you lie when you said you knew Caspian? When you told me you knew where he went?
That's strange. I don't think I ever remember mentioning him. After all, this is the first time we've met. Caspian, that wretched sorry man. Always running from his past, getting mixed in business that wasn't his own. It should have been mine to devour 18 years ago. I never lose my prey, and let me tell you, it won't happen again. It'll be a worthy substitute.
I wonder if we're just gonna end up like following in the steps of Caspian, making probably the same mistakes. Or maybe worse mistakes. Just cause Caspian, I think from what I know, he knows a lot of stuff that happened back home in Aurelia Cavella. So he's going like out into the world with a little bit of knowledge of what he's running away from.
You said he was like a brother to you. Are you telling me that you didn't care about him, truly?
I wonder if we get like normal Nox to like break through, it'll be fine. Hey, look at you, pretty face.
Caspian? Of course. He was my... No! A brother to me, never. No treacherous, filthy human deserves to live in my presence.
You're lying! I want to believe the man who told me how much Caspian meant to him!
You can believe whatever you want.
Think about demons, think about the Muranos. Or just... Is this just gonna be like endless until someone comes and save us? A demon. Is that even possible? I don't want to believe it. I can't even begin to fathom it in my mind. But the green-haired man, he knew more than he was letting on.
Tell me, are you from this world?
What world do you expect me to come from? When I was alive and long after my death, all I wished was to be free from this world. But reality is cruel. In my last moments, I thought to myself that I'd be free. Yet here I am.
You're dead? I don't
Oh, this body is perfectly alive. But am I dead, alive, or somewhere in between, trapped?
His body is alive. Does that mean the real Nox is trapped somewhere inside him? Then again, which is the real Nox? I don't understand, but...
You sound nothing like the Nox I know. You act nothing like him either.
Yeah, he's so stupid.
I can't believe that he was a fake. Tell me, are you a... demon?
His eyes flashed for a moment before returning to normal. I tensed my grip on the table, ready to run. But he made no move to reach for me.
You really are a clever one. Not a single other person has ever guessed.
Man.
Either you know more than you're letting on, or you were tipped off.
Maybe. Don't say anything, Rain. demon. Evil incarnate, or so the stories go. By the look on his face, he wasn't messing around. But what is a demon? The most obvious answer is the opposite of a god, right? Is that what he is? He tapped his fingers on the table, snapping me out of my thoughts. Think about the Moranos.
What happened to the Moranos? I heard they were a powerful family, but all that's left is you.
Scrape a spoon against the bottom of a barrel, and there you have the Moranos. Filth, dredge. They deserved all that happened to them, and everything that will continue happening to them.
Did you kill them?
Oh, just killing them would be far too kind. I fed upon their essence slowly, savoring every taste of their disgusting souls.
Fed upon their essence? What?
No one deserves to be slaughtered. No one deserves to be treated like that.
Really? Is that true? Tell me, if I said that I tortured your friends until they begged to be killed, would you want to slaughter me, yes? Why would your actions be excusable but mine not? For what reason does murder become justifiable, fair?
Murder is murder?
Never. It's never the right thing to do.
Come back and say that when you've been held against your will for hundreds of years, poked and prodded. When you've been used and abused. You haven't experienced the selfishness of mankind, have you? You haven't suffered at their hands. When your flesh has been peeled from your body, your blood drained and drunk by people you once swore to protect. Then, I'll listen to your opinion.
That's interesting.
Then again, you'll never get the chance.
If what he says is true, then he's the real Nox, but he speaks as if it isn't his body. He says he's a demon, so that the Morona kept him trapped here and hurt him somehow. The real Nox, no. The Nox I know must be in there somewhere. There must be something I can say to bring him out.
Nox. Nox, please! You must still be in there somewhere! I know you're still in there! What happened to the little boy who was best friends with Caspian? The one that looked up to him more than anyone else? What happened to the man who needed my help to fight against the evil in this town? He isn't gone! I won't believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you?
No! Don't say that you hate Caspian! And don't tell me that you're the real Nox! I don't want to hear it! If you don't help me now, I'll never find Caspian. Don't you want to see him again too?
I do.
Woo!
Rain, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I can stop him.
Nox! Nox, is it really you?
Oh my god, this is tense. I peer into his face, lit up by the candlelight. His eyes were pink, and he looked pained. I ran to his side, throwing away the last of my doubt.
You have to run. I can't stop him. He'll kill you.
What about you?
I can't just leave you here. I won't. What will happen to you if I run away now?
Don't try to be a hero. I can take it. I'm used to it. I'll hold him back. So you have to leave.
I looked towards the door. I could run if I went fast enough. I could quickly leave town and be far away from his grasp. But... Nox...
I told you I'd stop the murders. I said I'd find the culprit and save you. I won't take that back.
You're a fool. You worked it out. You solved the case, so... I'll keep my end of the bargain, too. The truth. About me. And... about Caspian.
What do you mean?
No! You still think this boy can free you? You'll never be rid of me.
Ah! We're so close.
Go away! Stay out of this! Rain, I wasn't always like this. When I first met Caspian, I was just a normal child. My family, hundreds of years ago, we lived in Sidcaeum, but they were cast out. A disgrace to the other high houses. They were angry, resentful. They moved out here to Oxford, but along the way, I know this will sound hard to believe. Trust me, I didn't believe it either. They found something. Something that shouldn't have been found. A god. A god in the flesh.
Oh no.
They found him when he was weak, and they dragged him by force back to Oxford.
Oh my god, they're the reason. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I swear to God, if it's like a god that was tortured into becoming a demon, that's fucked.
They kept him in a cage, excited about the possibility of revenge against the king. Shut up! Don't tell him about... They thought that eating his flesh and drinking his blood would give them longevity and power. But all it did was make the god bitter and angry. Who wouldn't be? Kept trapped for hundreds of years and more pain than you can imagine. He grew to hate humans. The isolation and mistreatment affected his mind, and he turned from the god of the hunt into a demon. He threw off his shackles and freed himself. His heart and mind were corrupted beyond repair. My family, he ate them. One at a time.
He ate them?
He didn't feast on their flesh, but instead their souls. They were scared, but they didn't want to lose the demon's power, so they struck a deal.
Of course.
In exchange for offerings, he would spare them and lead them some of his power.
Is that the demon you have inside your body? He used to be a god?
That's right. I'm sure you're wondering how it ended up like this, right? Caspian. He was meant to be their next offering. His name appeared, just like yours. I couldn't let him die. Not like that. Not when I can do something about it. You stole him from me! He was meant to be mine! Get out of my head! He didn't deserve it! He was my family. My parents. They would have sacrificed Caspian and Nox in a heartbeat. So I helped him escape. I warned him, and he managed to get away safely. Nox was... he was furious. He's still furious. I've never seen anything so angry. I was supposed to take Caspian's place and be eaten instead, but my parents begged him to spare me. I was their only heir. That was the reason they wanted me kept alive. If I had siblings, then...
It's fucked up, yo.
I don't understand it fully, but the body he was in was weak, deteriorating. So, my parents let him have half of mine. Every offering from then died at my hand. I couldn't stop him. My mother and my father both slaughtered because I couldn't control him.
Why didn't you tell me this in the first place? I could have done something.
Done what? Oh my god. What could I have done?
I don't know what would have happened to you if I told you from the beginning. There's nothing you could do. It's too late for me. We've been together for too long. I don't think there's any way to separate us anymore. Asking for your help It was a mistake. I never should have asked something so dangerous of you in the first place. You still have time. You need to flee, like Caspian did. Isid Kayam.
And then what? You stay stuck here like this?
Please tell me we can actually do something. I hate when stories are like, nope, yeah, this is forever. And you're like, no. I swear. I'd be a little upset if it does happen, but at the same time, oh.
If you don't want to flee, then kill me.
No.
Or I cannot do it myself.
No.
It's the only way to put a stop to this once and for all.
Wouldn't the diva just go to someone else then? Maybe he'd be free, because now everyone in the Murano family is dead. Probably. He turned away from me and walked towards a wall where something lay hidden behind a cloth. He pulled the cloth down swiftly, revealing a large ornate mirror. Oh no, don't give me that face. Gingerly he raises a hand to touch his reflection.
I'm not me anymore. I'm a monster.
I don't want him to die. Oh no. Oh. With a crash, he smashed the mirror and his broken reflection stared straight back at him. Quickly, he came back to my side.
Take this. Don't be scared.
Excuse me? You want me to kill you? I don't want to do this. He took my hand and pressed a large, jagged piece of glass into my palm, closing my fingers around it carefully.
Kill me. Leave me to bleed out and die, then run. Don't ever come back here.
No. Rain! Rain isn't like that.
I won't! I won't do that to you! Nothing you say will convince me!
Why won't you understand? No matter how much I try, I can't do it myself. But it's the only way. Everyone in Oxyper will continue to suffer if you let me live.
How do you know this is the only way? What if there's another way? What if there's another way? I don't know.
You're more than just him! You're you! And I won't give up on you so easily!
That's enough! I've let you run your mouth for far too long.
I tried to back away, but I was too close. There was no chance of escape.
Don't look away. You can watch whilst I rip this Caspian look-alike apart.
Ooh. Clues. I tell you guys.
I'm suddenly famished.
No. Rain, I don't know what kind of magical abilities you have other than healing things. Do something.
Let Nox go! Ugh!
Suddenly my arms were yanked with a force that wasn't human. The shard of glass in my hand went flying across the floor. No matter how hard I struggled against him, I couldn't snatch my arms free.
Wait, don't do this! Please, let me go!
He squeezed my arm even tighter. With only a single hand, he had me completely trapped. No, I've got to keep him talking and get away.
There's no point in struggling against me.
I want to get away from you again.
Wait, please, we can talk this through!
My body curled in on itself when a strong blow was delivered to my stomach. I brought my free arm around my waist, clenching my teeth. It hurts.
You should be honored to be in my company. And yet you're still trying to escape. Get it through your head. I'm not letting you go. You will take Caspian's place.
Oh, wonderful. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see the shard laying on the ground not far from me. I could just reach it. That would mean killing both of them, though. I don't want that. I don't want that at all.
What did you really do to my friends?
They're perfectly safe for now. I just sent them away.
I'll kill. Amazing.
We don't want any interruptions after all. Don't be too upset about them missing out, though. I'll retrieve them when we're finished here.
No, nah, don't do that. Anger pulsed through my body in red waves of rage, but it just made me feel all the more useless. I couldn't even wrestle a single arm away, let alone save them. He smiled at me, enjoying the torment.
Stop smiling. They mean more to me than anything else. If you hurt them, I won't let you go.
I was thrown roughly on the table, my back against the wood. He loomed over me, holding me down. This is bad. I can't move.
Get off me! Let me go!
What a predicament you found yourself in, Caspian Copycat. You know, this is a real shame. I'm sure we could have been great friends in another lifetime. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? To be my savior. To redeem me. But life isn't a fairy tale.
I tried to pull my wrist from his grip, but it was pointless. This is how I die.
Nox! Please, please help me! Nox!
I won't let him help you. Not this time.
He flashed me a grin and two fangs poked out over his bottom lip. Is this it? He'll rip me to shreds so easily? No. No, please. I'm not ready to die. Not yet. There's so much I don't know. So much left to see. There's nowhere left to escape to. No path out of this. He brought his face close to my neck.
Help! Please, someone!
I'm going to enjoy this. You smell delicious.
It's just how I die. Oh, Lord.
Feel free to scream all you want. No one's going to save you.
Voice that sometimes comes to us, please. Anything. His tongue rang down my throat, and I could feel his fangs scrape against me. He's going to rip out my throat. I'm going to die.
Nox, please!
Alright. The door flung open abruptly, slamming so hard that it echoed through the room. Two silver blurs came flying through the open door straight towards the table, one lodged in the wood and the other in Nox's shoulder.
Ouch.
Oh. So... and wow. So calm. When I looked to the side, I could see a strange-looking dagger sticking out of the table. It looked different to Leos, and it was only inches from my face. Okay. That almost hit me. Who's throwing daggers around like that? Who is it? Nox let go of me, reaching up to remove the blade from his arm.
You know, it's terribly rude to interrupt someone when they're eating. A simple knock would have sufficed.
With the weight off my body, I rolled off the table, hit the ground. Quickly, I stood and backed away from Nox. He dropped the bloody dagger onto the table and turned his attention toward to the doorway. Wow. A figure stepped into the room, a serious expression on his face. Wait. Really? This bitch. Green hair pulled in a fluffy ponytail tumbled out over his back. A small bird sat on his shoulder. I was hoping it was you, but at the same time I was like, he's not gonna do it. His usual teasing grin was gone. The bird flew from his shoulder straight at me and... poof. A white cloud suddenly took up all of my view. I coughed, swatting it away from my face. It dissipated. Apart from the small cloud that surrounded... Wait. What? I blinked a few times, but it didn't help me in understanding what I was seeing. What? It's the naked man! Oh, Lord. Wow. A second man stood in front of me, shielding me from Nox. It was like he jumped straight out of the clouds. His hair was the same color as a peach, and he had no clothes on, like he was completely nude. I feel like this is not... just Ray Taylor, sorry. Look, this man came to town, he had no clothes on, like he was completely nude. My head spun. What exactly is going on? Okay. Without delay, the green-haired man threw a bundle of clothes over his companion's shoulder before turning his gaze towards me. How did I go from being held down, fighting for my life, to this? What's going on?
What? What's going on? Who?
Freshly dressed in what looked like a poncho, he pulled at my wrist and led me away from Knox. Finally, I got a glimpse of his face. His features were gentle and calm, but his expression looked grave.
Rain. Stand back.
My. What have we here? Unannounced guests. Well, the more the merrier. I was feeling particularly hungry tonight anyway.
What a gracious offer! Thanks, but you'll be going hungry tonight, it seems.
We'll see about that.
Okay. Blood soaked through Knox's shirt, tinting it red, but he didn't seem pained. Instead, almost amused. Icy fingers tightened around my wrist.
Your actions don't befit someone of your status. God of the hunt. Stand down.
I am no god. And you? Who are you to judge what befits me? No human. No. Wait.
Knox peered at the peach-haired man through the darkness, scrutinizing his every movement.
You aren't human. You're just like me.
Is he, exactly like you, though?
Like you? A murderous dog that needs to be muzzled? No, you aren't similar at all.
Ooh, this music is nice.
What you're doing here is wrong. You've abandoned your duty to these people. You've thrown them to the side.
I owe them nothing. They ripped me of my duties when they decided to cage me and feed on my flesh. They sealed their own fate. I watched over these lands for hundreds of years. I gave my all for these people. And look what they did. They betrayed me!
I am truly sorry for what you went through. I know how that feels. I experienced something not so different from you. Your lust for revenge isn't misplaced. What they did to you was wrong, and many of them deserve death. But the child you possess committed no misdeed. Neither did your other victims.
They are no different. Given time, they'll do the same as their parents and grandparents did before them. You and me, we're the same. Someone like you should be able to see that these walking diseases should be nipped in the bud.
No. That's where we differ, it seems. Humans aren't perfect. They have their faults. They sin, their minds can be filled with greed. But that comes with being human. Everyone makes mistakes. You don't have the right to determine their fate. Killing them is wrong. They must be left to learn and grow, to be forgiven for their missteps. They have to be allowed to determine their own fate.
Oh.
Oh, your wisdom astounds me. Need I remind you of what happened when we last trusted in humans? We were outlawed, hunted, and killed. Exiled from the heavens with nowhere to run. We all swore to protect them at any cost, and they repaid us with murder. Those that survived were left with nothing. They don't deserve forgiveness, they deserve death. They must pay for their crimes.
That was hundreds of years ago. Humans change. They adapt. You need to let go of your hate.
This man in front of me, he's a god? Out of the corner of my eye, I noticed a green-haired man circling behind Knox, slowly and quietly while his attention was elsewhere. In his hand, I saw a glistening metal dagger.
Wait! I haven't forgotten about you, human.
He spun around and grabbed the green-haired man by the shoulder, instantly lashing out, aiming for his throat. At once, the peach-haired man pushed the other out of the way, taking his place. Knox instantly bit down into his throat. I squeezed my eyes shut, unable to watch the horrendous scene. I have to do something. We have to just, oh god, this is a lot. This is a lot for me. And then Nox went skidding across the floor, thrown away.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about it now. We have something more important to deal with.
He held his hand to his throat, stopping the blood.
How? My strength.
The dagger was laced. The poison isn't lethal, but you'll be paralyzed long enough for us to deal with you.
Please. Please just kill me. I can't live like this any longer.
Oh no. I don't want him dead. The two approached and examined him closely.
He doesn't deserve this. No one does. But he's too big a threat to be left alive. Now that I'm finally talking to you face to face, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you've had to live like this. I'm sorry that you've only seen the worst of us. But be at ease. Your soul will finally be free.
Wait, please wait! There must be some way to save him, please! Anything but killing him!
They've been together for far too long. If there's a way to separate the two of them, I don't hold that knowledge, but there may be something I can do.
What? I hope. Don't put yourself in danger.
Please. I could never forgive myself if I let him die now.
I'm afraid the other option might be worse than death. I can take away enough of his soul to knock him out, and we can take him to someone who may be able to help. But there's no guarantee he'll ever awaken. And if he doesn't, he'll be trapped with that demon.
Oh, we gotta. Oh god, please. This is such a tough choice. This isn't my decision to make. Yeah, I was like, if Nox cat makes a decision and defers to us, fine. But if he wants to make the choice himself, and if he wants to die, I'm gonna be sad about it. Yeah, this isn't my choice to make. An eternity of pain trapped with that demon? No, I couldn't. I looked towards Nox, whose eyes returned to pink.
Rain. You... Before we met, this is all I dreamt for. But the risk of never waking up is worth it if one day I can be free. I'll be strong.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
No! I'll not be taken so easily!
Give up, yo, Demon Nox.
Quickly, pin him down!
Woo. Oh no. Oh god, Lord. I jumped down beside the green-haired man and helped Nox to the ground. Between the two of us, we managed to... God, sorry. Between the two of us, we managed to pin him down as he struggled. He was still strong beyond words, but it was nothing compared to the strength I felt before. The poison was working.
Let me go! I'll kill you! I'll kill every single one of you! I'll rip out your throats and feast on you for days! You'll pay for that!
Sorry, buddy, you're not gonna have the chance. If you ever wake up again, it won't be in this body!
This is such a good scene. I don't know what to do with myself right now.
Get off of me!
Nox, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do to you. I hope we're both your sakes that we can help you, and that one day you can be at peace.
Wow. He approached and put his mouth to Nox's throat before biting down into his flesh.
What's he doing?
Stay quiet, kid. He's doing exactly what you asked of him. He's saving his life.
The wound on the mysterious man's neck slowly stitched back together as he fed on Nox.
Nox. Nox, I'm so sorry. I promise that no matter what happens, I'll try to help you. Always.
His eyes faded from black to white again, and he looked at me pained.
Rain. Before I go, please. Call me Soren.
Soren! His real name, before all this happened.
Soren. I promise. I'll find a way to fix this.
Thank You... Fine. Caspian.
Okay. His eyes shut and his head sagged to the side. The man with peach hair let him go and stepped back, his face covered in Soren's blood.
It's done. He won't be able to cause any more harm.
Soren, I'm so sorry. If only I wasn't so weak.
Toughen up. What's done is done.
Be a little more sympathetic. Rain, listen to me. You did so much already. Without you, he would have given up. You're a true friend.
Thanks. Oh lord, I wasn't expecting to cry. Look, listen, if you've been here a while, I cry easily. It's fine. It's not like a big breakthrough or anything. A lot of people are gonna be like, what I didn't cry. Why are you crying, baby? I know. I cry easily.
Don't think that you're weak, because that's just not true.
Thank you, Varys.
But he might never wake up.
All we can do is hope. You've done your part.
That thing you did. What was it?
Now isn't the time to go into it. We have some cleaning up to do. Later, we can talk more.
Okay.
I think it's time for us to leave. We've been here long enough already.
I let go of Soren. He no longer fought against us. The green-haired man stood up and put him over his shoulder.
Where are you taking him?
I know someone who may be able to help, but he's not in Oxabor. Come on, we're getting out of here.
Cool, we're just gonna take a limp body with us. Awesome. I followed the other two out of the room after picking up the lit candle. Like Soren told me, no point letting the house burn down. Soren, Nox. This isn't how I wanted everything to end. The peach-haired man walked by my side, watching ahead. Now that everything has calmed down, I noticed some things about him that I didn't before. His eyes were clouded over, almost foggy. He must have been blind, and yet he found his way around with almost no problem. Before, he was a bird, right? Did I imagine that? A bird, a man, a god.
Rain, I know today's events must be weighing heavily on your mind, and nothing I can say will lighten the load. Just know this. This was the best possible outcome. There's no other way this could have ended.
Cool. Okay. Alright.
I know that. But I can't help but feel like I should have done more for him.
The man smiled at me softly.
You did more than you know.
As we approached the entryway, I heard frantic yelling. Okay, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're interested in playing the game yourself, the links are in the description. Yeah, that was good. That was good. Whoa. Seriously, buy this game. Play it yourself. Romance someone who isn't Sign. If that interests you. God, I love this little man to bits. But yeah, thank you to this month's patrons. Thank you so much for your support. May, we're gonna take a pause. So there's not gonna be early access on Patreon during the month of May. But if you want some access to previous things that are exclusive only to Patreon, you have to become a patron. So if you want to show me, or if you just want to show me support, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you there, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.